to this 6-week Fit by Pitt challenge. I'm Shannon, I'm the nutritionist that's going to be working with you, and I'm also very excited about this. So today we are going to go over purging your food, your pantry, and then everything that you can replace it with. In the Facebook page, we have the food cheat sheet for you. So I'm kind of just gonna go through this and show you good foods to include. So starting off, we put foods to eliminate is refined sugar and added sugars. So there are replacements for that. Obviously, sugar is a very inflammatory food to eat. So that's why we want to kind of cut that sugar habit, especially which a lot of people have that addiction right now, especially after the holidays with all the Christmas cookies. Yes, this will be a good start. There are things that you can replace, like added sugars is cane sugar. Even if it's like organic cane sugar or anything like that, it is not good for you because it is a refined sugar. So instead, we are going to replace it with natural sweeteners, such as 100% pure organic raw honey. When you're always going grocery shopping and seeing the labels, make sure you check the back and look at the ingredients, because sometimes they add extra things in there despite what the front says. So this one does say 100% pure organic honey. So this is a good one. I also use stevia quite a bit and maple syrup. So this is, as long as it is, which on the bag it says 100% pure maple syrup, organic. So that is a good one. There is monk fruit sweetener. This is like a powder. You can also use agave, which is a good alternative as well. So now I went through that, but I kind of want to go through everyone's taking stuff out of their pantry today, hopefully, and cleaning that out, getting rid of all your chips and processed food and stuff. And on the cheat sheet, I have a little tip at the bottom, is that when you're grocery shopping, try to stay on the outskirts of the store. That's going to be mainly all your produce, your meats, all the vegetables, fruits, everything like that is going to be on the outskirts. But I understand, some people, I really don't want anybody to feel super restrictive on this, and so I always try to say that there is a healthier alternative for anything that you want. So I'm going to go through that for things to replace in your pantry, and then things kind of just staples and how to organize your fridge and store your food as well. So I guess I'll start out. A lot of people love cereal, which I get. I love cereal too. So there are some brands, you don't have to give up everything, but you should not eat your Frosted Flakes, that's for sure. Anyways, there are some brands that are really good. I typically this isn't even really cereal, but I use it as cereal. This organic puffed kamut, I think I said that right. So this is actually, what does it say on here? It has 15 whole grains per serving. I look on the back, the ingredients, organic puffed kamut, and that's it. So it's just one ingredient. This is what it is, and as you can see, it's with little pieces in here. So typically what I do with this is I will put a serving as 1 cup, which is really nothing calories wise or anything like that. But 1 cup, and then I do almond milk, and I'll just throw some berries in there and some cinnamon, and it's super good. So that's typically what I do. Other options, this Ezekiel brand, I will mention a lot, because essentially this is the best whole grain for you. Like I have on the food list, you would get rid of grains, except whole grain products. And so the Ezekiel brand is great. I'll show you the bread and the wraps and everything that they have as well that are healthier alternatives. But obviously if you look at the ingredients, it's all it has this sliced almonds, barley, lentils, sprouted soybeans, and things like that. So it's all different whole grains and seeds and stuff that is produced, which is very good for you. This and these ones are a little bland, I feel like. So, I mean, you could do milk and berries. You could add a little bit of like monk fruit sweetener or honey on top, which is also really good. They have a bunch of different brands as well. There's this 3 Wishes, but this is the plain one. Yeah, the unsweetened, like plain one is the only one that's clean. The other ones, I think they have like honey and cinnamon, things like that. Those have added sugars. So make sure you're checking the ingredients. If their ingredients are chickpea, pea protein, tapioca, and salt. It says no wheat, no corn, no rice, no dairy, no oats, peanut-free, vegan, no soy. So this is a super clean one as well. If you need cereal, I recommend that. Like I said, if you need to add any sweeteners and stuff, because these can be pretty bland, like feel free to drizzle honey on top, or add a little bit of like the monk fruit as well. Next, I'll go into crackers. I do have a lot of clients who are like, I really just love cheese and crackers. So Simple Mills is a really good brand. They have good like baking mixes for like, you know, if you like chocolate cake or brownies, cookies, stuff like that. They are a really good, healthy brand. They have all their ingredients listed. The thing I will say with this, and just checking ingredients all together, is look out for the oils. Like I have on the cheat sheet, no hydrogenated oils, which is soybean, sunflower, canola, vegetable, peanut. All those oils are really, really bad for you. And so I would essentially switch to and make sure you're only taking in coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, there's flaxseed oil, avocado oil, those are healthy. Now this does have sunflower oil in it, but if you go and actually look up the ingredients online, it's high oleic sunflower oil, and that is actually okay to eat because it's not processed at such a high temperature. Just regular sunflower oil is, and then it's stripped of all its nutrients, and then it is processed with added chemicals. So if it says high oleic on the ingredients, it's okay, and Simple Mills does use high oleic sunflower oil. So their crackers are super good. I recommend that. Another brand that I love is the Hue. It is Back to Human. So they always use super clean ingredients. They have pizza crackers, which I love because I love pizza. They have everything. They have salt. So this is something that I really recommend, and it literally has on here like no gluten, no sunflower oil, no dairy, no maltodextrin, which is an addictive chemical that companies use, no refined starches, and in the ingredients it's super clean. Yeah, so these are good to eat and have as a little snack if you need it. With that same brand, I also buy their chocolate. I know some people just can't give up chocolate, and I totally understand. I love chocolate. So this is the best chocolate I've had, and the cleanest one as well. So it's vegan. They use organic cocoa. They have a bunch of different flavors too. Like this one's the almond butter. I always buy them. I get them at Sprouts. They have a crunchy mint, a vanilla, cashew butter with raspberry. And this is just like a bar, so it comes in squares. So if I feel like I need that chocolate craving, I'll just like break off the square and eat it. They also have gems, which are kind of like bigger chocolate chips too, which are really good used for baking. So I would replace your chocolate with this kind. These are addictive. It's horrible. These are plantain chips. But obviously when you're looking at the chip aisle or anything, make sure you're looking for the oils in the chips, because it'll say on the front, or popcorn or anything like that, it'll say on the front, it'll say on the front like, oh, just avocado oil, and then you turn it to the back and it's added canola oil and everything else, and with avocado oil as well. So these are super good. It's the Banana brand, organic plantain chips, and it says kettle cooked with Himalayan pink salt, and the ingredients are literally plantains, coconut oil, and Himalayan pink salt. So these are good, and plantains are a whole food ingredient. So yeah, I do recommend these if you feel like you need like that crunch or something good to have. They also, I do mainly do most of my shopping at Sprouts, or I'll go to Walmart or something like that. So I do find a lot of this stuff at Sprouts, if you guys are wondering. They do also have veggie chips, which sound gross, but there are flavors that are really good. They have like a red pepper one that I absolutely love. But yeah, this one is the broccoli and cheddar veggie chips, and it's just broccoli, flax seeds, chickpeas, carrots, sunflower seeds, tomato, onion, garlic, and salt. So these are just good too if you also need that crunch. I will go over bars now. So I love bars. I feel like they're super convenient. I'm gone literally all day long, so I love to always have bars on hand to eat. What's a really clean one is the Lara bars. They have so many different flavors of these. I would just try to stay away from the ones that have chocolate, like the chocolate chip cookie dough or the mint chocolate, just because the chocolate they use does have that added sugar in it. But yeah, this is their pumpkin pie limited edition, which is really amazing. And ingredients, it's just dates, cashews, apples, almonds, pumpkin, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and ginger. So make sure you're looking at that and reading the whole box when you're going grocery shopping. But these are good. The Simple Mills brand also makes good bars as well, and they have different flavors. Yeah, so that is that. What else do I? Rice cakes. I love rice cakes, and I use them as a snack with peanut butter and honey and berries, whatever. Sometimes it's a good dessert as well. Just make sure you're getting just 100% brown rice cakes and like this ingredient, organic brown rice, because they will try to add, you can also get ones that are salt, if they have salt in it, that's okay, but they will try to add oils or sugars or something like that into the rice cake. Yeah, so that is a good staple to have in your cabinet. Oats. Oats are super good for you, and I typically use them every day for breakfast. I'll make like overnight oatmeal, which the 6 recipes, I believe, that are posted in the Facebook page has the overnight oatmeal. If not, I might be doing a recipe video on that, because that's just what I eat every morning for breakfast. So a lot of people have asked me, like, so because this says most dairy products that you are supposed to eliminate. I highly suggest eliminating cheese out of your diet. That is the most processed food created, is cheese. And that's why people love it so much, is because it's so addictive. It's like, who doesn't love cheese? I don't know, pizza, or literally anything, cheese is great. But that's why, is because it's so processed and they add so many chemicals to it. So I would do your best to stay away from cheese. A healthier alternative is nutritional yeast. I use this in literally most of my meals. I'll put this or sprinkle this on top. It kind of comes in like a flaky form, but it tastes just like cheese. And this is filled with a lot of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And regular cheese, because it's so highly processed, it's high in saturated fat, which actually clogs your arteries, and it also is really high in cholesterol. So eating a lot of normal cheese can lead to heart disease by clogging your arteries, and then also high cholesterol as well. So this is just a better alternative, since it does have all the vitamins, minerals, and everything. It will not cause heart disease, it will not clog your arteries, and this is actually very good for cholesterol with all the antioxidants that it has. So that's what I recommend. I will, a lot of times, just take a rice cake, throw tomato sauce on it, this on top, and then peppers or whatever else, and throw it in the air fryer, and it'll be like a little pizza. So that is what I recommend for a cheese alternative. And something else I add in my oats is flaxseed, and this is like ground flaxseed. This is super good for your health overall. It helps your heart and your brain function and everything like that. This is something that everyone should be having in their diet. And then what else? Sprouts has really good chips. If someone's just like, I absolutely need chips, I'm not getting rid of them. There are good chips there. This one is a hint of lime. They also have like a nacho one, or a sea salt, I believe. It is made with just avocado oil, chia seeds, cassava flour, coconut flour. So this is a good alternative to your Ruffles or whatever you're getting rid of in your pantry. There is some granola. I recommend the Purely Elizabeth granola brand. That is the best one I have found. It's all super clean. It uses virgin coconut oil, blueberries and things like that. So a lot of seeds. So she has a bunch of different flavors. She also has oatmeal that's already made. So yeah, this one's good as well. Most of my meals I use this cooked brown rice. I actually got these from Costco. But it's literally just water and organic brown rice in the ingredients. So these are probably the best ones I've found, and that's 100% organic. The last thing I think I'm going to go over from the pantry is pasta. I know so many people love pasta, and they're like, I don't want to get rid of my normal pasta. So I don't know if you guys have heard of the Bonza brand, but it's a chickpea pasta, and it's really high in protein. It puts pea protein in there. And then the only other ingredient is like the tapioca and xanthan gum, which is just binders. So this is a really good alternative as well if you need pasta. To do this with some tomato sauce, clean tomato sauce, which I think, this is a good tomato sauce, the Primo Kitchen. They have good, just the sauces and spices and things like that. So this is, typically you can just pair this with some pasta and then beans or meat or whatever of your choice. Add some spinach in there and create a very good meal. So I think that is all I wanted to go over for the cabinet. Oh, the oils. As I was mentioning the oils, make sure, like, I love using the sprays. This is super easy. I'll just spray the pan or spray the sheet pan or spray the veggies with oils. Just make sure when you're buying this or even the bottle, you're looking at the ingredients. Like this one is 100% organic extra virgin olive oil. Most of the times they'll add added chemicals and things to the oil which you don't want. So just make sure you're checking the ingredients on everything. That is what I highly recommend. And now we are going to move to the refrigerator stuff. Alright, so moving on to the fridge stuff. Typically how I organize my fridge is on the top shelf. I will put my eggs, whatever dips I have, hummus, things like that up top, dressings, and then my middle shelves, mine's kind of organized like that. My middle shelves, I'll have my meal preps up on there, and then my big shelf, I have my almond milk. I actually drink cashew milk as well, so I will have that, whatever drinks, my coffee, everything like that there. And then in my drawers, I have a fruit drawer and I have a vegetable drawer, and then my last big drawer that you pull out, I will then put all my meats and stuff. Also, one of my shelves is my storage for my fruits and veggies, mainly my vegetables, and yeah, I guess fruits too. So the best way to store fruits, some fruits like strawberries is a really good one. I usually cut off, like you can cut off the tops of it and submerge it in water, and that actually helps it last longer. That is also really good to do for carrots and celery, is just get like a mason jar and put water in it, throw your celery sticks, your carrot sticks in the water, and it keeps them fresh for a longer period of time. And then it also usually keep a container of cut up veggies, whether it's peppers, carrots, zucchini, squash, whatever in there, so I can just kind of snack on that when I feel like it. Sometimes I'll season it and just eat that, or use that obviously for hummus or whatever dips as well. So staples I usually always keep in my fridge are berries. I always keep blueberries and strawberries, and I will top that with my oats. Grapes, oranges, apples, bananas. Yeah, I do put my bananas in the fridge. I think they do brown quicker, but it's like when you peel it off, it's really not. It's cold and fresh. So top shelf when I do the hummus. The hummus that I recommend, because you have to be very careful with hummus, as it does have a lot of added oils that you shouldn't be having. This Hope brand is my favorite. They have a bunch of different flavors. This one's jalapeno cilantro, this one is Thai coconut curry, which is amazing. And it's super clean ingredients and it tastes very great. So this is the hummus that I use. And the eggs. Eggs are super important. I know a lot of people who really like eggs, but they're eating like the cage-free or just the large grade A eggs. If you're not getting the high quality eggs, they're actually really bad for you. So the high quality eggs are expensive, but it's totally worth it, and I think that they taste a lot better. So you need to look for pasture raised on the top, but then it also has to say certified humane, because then that means that it's not pasture raised for 100% of the time. And having the pasture raised eggs help you have the quality of brain function. It really helps with your heart health. The ones that aren't, the cage-free are really high in cholesterol, and these are lower in cholesterol, so these are also a lot better for you. And then usually veggie-wise, I keep spinach, kale, peppers, zucchini. Like, I just make sure when I go in the fridge, it's just stocked with fruits, stocked with vegetables, and then obviously all my meal preps that are already done, which is super easy for me and convenient because I'm always on the go, so just having my meals planned is super helpful. On the door of my fridge is where I usually keep like my sauces and stuff. I will mention their Primo Kitchen again. They have, like I said, they have really good sauces. I do recommend their ketchup is good. It has no added sugar, it is unsweetened. They have a ton of sauces and dressings and everything like that. They have this No Sweat Island Teriyaki, which is good. And I've tried this balsamic vinaigrette, with avocado oil, which is a really good dressing if you don't make your own dressings. I recommend this brand for all that stuff. And then peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Peanut butter, almond butter, things like that, I also just keep stored on the door of my fridge. With peanut butter, make sure you're reading the ingredients. This one is literally dry roasted organic peanuts and sea salt. I get the Kirkland brand and it comes in like a 2-pack, so it lasts me a really long time. So I like to put this on my rice cakes when I have them as a snack. But yeah, make sure you're reading the ingredients. Jif has a natural peanut butter that is not natural, but it says natural peanut butter and can fool a lot of people by reading the label. But then if you go to the ingredients, it does add cane sugar to it. So just make sure you're getting good peanut butter. Like the Kirkland brand is good. I know Sprouts has their own brand that is clean. Smucker's is a really good one as well. So yeah, switch out your peanut butter to natural peanut butter. You do have to stir it for a little while because it is really oily, but then it gets creamy and it is very good. So now moving on to breads. So I mentioned the Ezekiel cereal. They also have really good bread, English muffins. They have different flavors. They have like cinnamon raisin and plain and sprouted, things like that. And the ingredients are super clean. And like I said, this is all just like sprouted whole grains, which everyone should be eating. I think you're supposed to have like 2 or 3 servings of whole grains a day. So this is a great alternative. They also make wraps, which I have only been able to find these at Sprouts. They might have them at Whole Foods as well, but that's where I've been able to find them. And it's really good if you like to make wraps for, like chicken wraps for lunch or something that's like super easy. This is what I recommend. Also another wrap, like, and just product in general, is Siete. They make chips that are really healthy and a better alternative. These wraps are good as well. They're just a little bit smaller, so you can use these as like tacos or things like that. Anything else? Definitely I recommend like herbs, spices, and seasonings. Those will help a lot, make things taste better rather than I don't know if you guys use like other alternatives or bad sauces or anything like that, but I do recommend spices. For carb intake, I mean, sweet potatoes, brown rice is typically are good ones, quinoa, things like that. And I think nuts are good. Just like make sure with everything else you're reading the ingredients and checking what oils in the nuts. It should just be like plain nuts or salt or anything if you want nuts to eat. Meat-wise, as long as it's, I put like organic free-range chicken on here. Definitely want to try to get the better produce and things like that. Yeah, but other than that, I think that's it for cleaning out your cabinet and fridge. In my freezer, I typically have a lot of frozen fruits and vegetables in there. I think it's easy having like little packets of veggies that are frozen that you can just throw on the stove. Yeah, I mean, I think that is pretty much it. That's all I can think of. So I hope you guys are having fun purging your pantry, and I hope these replacements have helped you. And if you have any questions, I'm available all the time. You can message me on the Facebook page, or I work out every day at Pitt, so if you see me, don't be hesitant to stop me and ask questions or go over your meal plans. But I'm very excited to go on this challenge with you guys and set you guys up for success.